One of the clearest divides in the Brown family right now isn't about religion or relationships, it's the gap between who shows up and who stays silent. And when I say silent, I mean absolutely nowhere to be found unless it's on the actual show. The moment you start looking at the cast's presence off camera, it hits you like a truck. Robyn and Kody are basically ghosts. Meanwhile, Christine, Mary, and Janelle are everywhere. Let's look at the numbers. Christine has over 1.5 million followers on Instagram. She posts regularly, shares family moments, promotes her cooking show, and engages with fans like she genuinely enjoys being part of the conversation. Janelle, she's got 1.3 million followers and she's constantly updating her stories, sharing health tips, and giving glimpses into her daily life. Mary just crossed a million herself and she's easily one of the most active of them all, posting about her retreat business, inspirational quotes, and personal updates like clockwork. These women are out here doing the work. They're not just showing up on TV, they're building a relationship with the audience beyond the edits. Now let's flip over to Robyn and Kody. Kody has a barely breathing Instagram account with around 185,000 followers, and the last post was, 2 years ago? Maybe more. Robyn, slightly more followers at 200 to 43,000, but the same dead silence. No posts, no stories, no promotion, nothing. It's like they clock out the second filming ends. And here's where I get stuck. How is it fair that the ones doing the least are the ones living in the biggest house with the nicest cars, the most privacy, and clearly the most protected position? It feels like they're hiding behind the scenes while others are out here doing the heavy lifting, and honestly, I don't get it. Now, here's where things start to really raise eyebrows. Because when you sign on for a reality show, especially one as massive and long running as Sister Wives, there are certain expectations. These aren't just handshake agreements, we're talking about actual contracts. And those contracts almost always include a clause about promoting the show. That means interviews, appearances, social media updates, being part of the public conversation around the series you're being paid to represent. And yet, here we are, watching Robyn and Kody operate like they're exempt from the entire system. Everyone else on the cast? They've followed through. We've seen Christine on talk shows, YouTube interviews, cooking segments, podcasts, you name it. Janelle, too. And Mary? She's made appearances, posted reaction stories, and is constantly reminding fans when new episodes air. These women are upholding their side of the deal. Robyn and Kody? Silent. No interviews. No press junkets. No social media pushes. Not even a simple new episode tonight story. And here's the kicker. There's no public explanation. No reason given. Just total avoidance. So it naturally leads to this lingering question. How are they getting away with this? Is there a different contract for them? Are they being protected by someone inside production? Fans are starting to notice. We see the imbalance and we feel it. Because it's not just about posts and appearances. It's about the energy people bring to a show they're a part of. When only some of the cast is showing up, it changes the whole dynamic. It feels unfair. It feels like a double standard. And honestly, it makes me question what kind of behind the scenes deals are being made because something about this setup just doesn't sit right. Now, let's talk about something that's been bugging a lot of us for a while, the lifestyle difference. Because if you've been watching Sister Wives closely, it's impossible to ignore that Robyn and Kody are living large. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar house tucked away in Flagstaff, fully furnished, completely paid off. Add in the fancy cars, designer clothes, the matching jewelry, the expensive furniture. It's all right there on camera. They're not exactly hiding it. Now stack that up next to the rest of the family. Janelle at one point was living in an RV on Coyote Pass, literally an RV, on dirt. Christine had to start fresh in Utah after leaving the marriage, building a new life almost from scratch. Mary has been running her own businesses and focusing on independence, but even she isn't rolling in luxury. The contrast is loud, and it gets louder when you remember how Kody used to insist that once the kids turned 18, they had to move out and be on their own. That was the rule for Janelle's kids, Christine's kids. But Robyn's children? Still at home. No rush, no pressure. Completely different energy. And when you pair that kind of lifestyle with the fact that Robyn and Kody are doing almost nothing to promote the show, it doesn't sit right. It makes it look like they're reaping all the rewards with none of the work. Fans have picked up on this. It's not subtle anymore. And honestly, it's hard not to feel like there's some serious favoritism going on. I mean, if TLC's still cutting the same checks and the effort's not being matched, that's a problem. It creates resentment. It changes the vibe of the entire family dynamic, and it chips away at the trust viewers have built over more than a decade. If this is supposed to be a show about plural marriage and equality, then what are we really watching? Because it's starting to look more like privilege and protection than partnership. What do you think? All right, friends, now I want to hear from you. Because you've been watching this show just like I have. You've seen the family change. You've followed every tear filled couch confession, every tense family meeting, and every quiet shift in tone. So tell me, have you noticed the silence? Have you caught yourself wondering why Robyn and Kody never seem to do any of the promotional work that everyone else does? And do you think that silence should come with consequences? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know, should TLC be holding everyone to the same standard? Should there be more transparency about who's actually doing the work behind the scenes and who's just collecting the perks? Because let's be real here. When one part of a cast is pulling all the weight and another is quietly cashing in, it doesn't just affect the story, it affects how fans connect to the show. And at the end of the day, we're the ones tuning in. We're the ones keeping the show alive. So, shouldn't we get a clearer picture of what's really going on? What I love most about this community is how smart and passionate you all are. Your theories, your discussions, they don't just fill comment sections. They drive real conversations. And honestly, they've helped keep the energy around Sister Wives going even during the off seasons. You notice the details, you ask the hard questions, that matters. Personally, I just want to see more accountability, more honesty. If someone's not showing up, we deserve to know why. And if others are working overtime to hold this story together, let's make sure they're getting the credit they deserve. Because this show isn't just about marriages and breakups. It's about real lives, real people, and how they choose to show up. So if you haven't yet, make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything we've got coming next. We're not done asking questions. We're not done pushing for the truth, and I'm so thankful to have you here, right beside me, every step of the way.